Hey, what's up, gamers? It's your boy, Church of Caboose, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. This video is going to be a guide for the Warden of Nothing strike on Grandmaster difficulty, so hopefully this helps you guys out. If it does, make sure you subscribe down below, as well as like the video, and as always, comment down below to let me know this was useful, as well as if you found anything else to be kind of extra useful, then we can kind of turn the comment section into kind of like a forum for what works well for folks, because as I've always said before, there's a lot of ways to cut a cake. This just happened to be my preferred slice. So let's go ahead and get on into this video. The first thing's going to be talking a little bit about some characters. Now, you could do pretty much the standard stuff with Furiosa, Thunder Crash, Chaos Reach, but I didn't find Furiosas to actually be that much helpful. Like, you can tell I was running it, and I think I maybe used my super once, maybe twice throughout the whole thing, because it just ended up not being as useful as I would have guessed. So Thunder Crash Titan is probably going to be better, especially because of the boss at the end. Way better to burn the guy really quick than it is to, have a drug out boss fight. Then you could always do like a Stasis Warlock with the Eye of Another World to get all those grenades, or Chaos Reach is also tried and true and works out pretty well. Hunters, I'm not sure necessarily what's the best. Right now, Hunters are kind of got the short end of the stick. Titans and Warlocks tend to be vastly better for damage and getting through endgame content right now than Hunters seem to be, but maybe being able to do Tether so you can help with ad control and go invis in case there's a tricky res might be pretty useful, so that's something to consider. For weapons, we have all three champion types. You got Overload, Anti-Barrier, and Unstoppable. This is pretty common for this strike. As far as I know, it happens every time this is a Grandmaster. So to have something where everyone has each of those types is a little bit tricky. You could have everyone doing a Scout Rifle, Hand Cannon, and a Grenade Launcher, or you could just kind of share it. So what our team did was I had on Anti-Barrier with 2 Unstoppable Grenade Launchers, someone else had on Overload with 2 Unstoppable Grenade Launchers, and another guy I think had on Anti-Barrier and Overload because that's just what he preferred, but we didn't necessarily have to have that, and then he had on Anarchy. So with these seasonal mods, with Breach and Clear, Unstoppable Grenade Launcher, Anarchy is going to be really, really good. Truth Teller with Blinding Grenades, or really any grenade launcher with Blinding Grenades is going to be useful. Now to keep in mind is there are some Void Shields, and since it's Grandmaster, you kind of have to have a Void Weapon or a Void Grenade, because otherwise it's going to take forever to take those shields out, and it just kind of wastes some time. So having on like a Truth Teller, because it's Void, will be very useful, or if you're like a hot shot with your grenades, Void subclass will be pretty good as well, because Nova Bomb will probably work okay for the boss, and then you got all those grenades. So dealer's choice of what you want to pick. I personally suggest trying to have on at least one Void weapon, because you could have on a Palindrome, which is a Void hand cannon, which can then also be Overload, or Truth Teller, which can be Unstoppable this season. So there you go. There's a couple of suggestions for you all. Now, kind of the last thing is there's only really one room that's I thought was a challenge, and that's going to be, you'll see when I have the full gameplay, because after I'm done talking, I'm just going to have the run just play on through as far as like from beginning to end, because I sometimes think it's easier to see what someone did than it is to listen to it. I'll just speed up the frame rate. There's really only one room that's kind of tricky that caused a couple of wipes before we ended up beating it. And that is the area where you have to capture the zones, because you're going to have champions that come out, there's lots of ads, and since it's Grandmaster, you tend to die pretty quickly. If you want to make this platinum, I'm not sure it's the best way to do it. You probably have to blow through all the champions really quick and work really well as a team. What we did was we kind of killed what we had to around the zone and moved on to the next zone, and that's what worked for us. So we didn't get platinum, but if you're able to find a way to get all the champions down that's efficient, hey, let us know in the comment section, because I kind of want to try that if I'm able to before this week is over, or the next time this comes around as a Grandmaster. So that room, you just really want lots of ad control, which is why I could see a Stasis Warlock being very nifty. But if you're then losing the Chaos Reach for that insane boss damage at the end, it's kind of a trade-off. So it's really up to you guys. Just know you want to work together in that area. Just kind of all capture a zone, move to the next one, capture the zone, move to the last one, and done, because everything will despawn. And then it's like the little mini boss fight before the actual boss fight. And that's really not bad. Like most Grandmasters, the trick to this thing, just take your time. Don't try to rush too much. Take advantages of lanes, because you got Scout Rifles you can see on screen as I'm talking. Like, we kind of sat back and we're taking out these anti-barriers from a distance. We didn't have to run in there. You could, but we didn't. We chose not to. We just kind of hung back and that's what I would suggest you guys do. Really take advantage of the scout rifle range and grenade launchers. Just kind of gotta get used to how the bullet drop works, and you'll be fine. All right, hopefully this video helps you all out. Again, subscribe to my content, to my channel, like the video, and comment down below letting me know if this was useful. The rest of this video, I'm just gonna have the full run of this Grandmaster just go, and I'm gonna like double the frame rate or something, so that way it goes by kind of quick, but you at least have an idea of what is going on. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Let me know if you want a guide for any of the master challenges, because we've already covered the challenges and how you do them on normal, and a couple of them I did them on master, so it's kind of master. So I was like, I don't know, I don't really think I need to do all the challenges again on master, but if you're like, hey, that'd be super helpful, let me know. Maybe I'll do it. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I am Church of Caboose. Have a great week and happy grinding, y'all.